I got Robin Cross with StoneX here with me this morning. Looking forward to talking with him. Robin, I hope that you've had a good week this week. I know it's been quite a bit of excitement, but what's it looking like to you today?
Good morning, Chris, man. Let's go over some prices and I'll dive into the details.
All right.
So this morning, January lumber's trading at $523. That's down $7. Heavy volume for the first 15 minutes or so here, 477 trades. March is coming in this morning at $538, down $750 with only 98 trades over there. Well, I hope all our viewers had a nice Thanksgiving, and Chris, I'm just going to give you a little recap this morning. So every so often I recite a lot of cheesy sayings that we used to say in the trading pits, and I know they sound very cliche to our viewers, but I don't talk about them just to fill time. I really talk about them because more often than not, they're absolutely true. I don't know if it's a combination of like a self-fulfilling prophecy or a description of the seasonality of the lumber market or a little bit of both, but whatever the reason is, it always seems to play out that way. And we just had a picture-perfect example of this. Several weeks ago on the air, I stated the old cliche, be fearful by Halloween and thankful by Thanksgiving. So what did the market do since then? Well, I guess on October 21st, lumber put in a high at $543 in the September contract. Coincidentally, that high was also technical resistance of basically the last 13 months, only to fall, putting the low on the November contract on October 24th, just before Halloween, fearful by Halloween, of $478, which is what I would consider major support for the last 13 months as well. So as the saying goes, you know, be fearful by Halloween because of our usual seasonal low at that time. Then after meeting that objective, the market bottomed out a bit. It was oversold and kind of tired at the low. We began our rally, and the rally come from a couple different reasons. I was just going over my notes here. I mean, on one hand, you had the oversold, and on the other hand, you had fear of upcoming end-of-the-year production curtailments, which are usually announced around that time for December, right? So from October 23rd, the Friday after Thanksgiving, so from October 23rd till this Friday after Thanksgiving, the market rallied to the tune of $75 from the low of $478 to this week's high of $553. So basically, we rallied, looks like about 27 out of the last 30 days. So that was a good example of that cliche. So what happens this week? The market was overbought and a bit exhausted at the highs, which prompted some, definitely expected profit-taking long liquidation, and the market fell from Monday's 553 high to today's low, still the same low, 522. So we had a loss of about $30. And 520 is also your midpoint support, so we'll see if that holds. Cash market this week was reported by Random Lengths trading around 516 delivered Chicago, so not too much premium left to sell. Going forward, December is a really tough month to trade. You have several different prevailing factors. On one hand, you got taxes on inventory, and you got taxes on trade. So it really doesn't necessarily fit in a box. It's kind of whatever the market brings that day is what we expect. I would keep on the lookout for further production curtailments due to the weak price, but at the same time, I wouldn't let a good price go. I would definitely take advantage if this market got back up into resistance again, because it proved to work for the last 13 months. So you got to keep doing it till it don't work, good buddy. And that's all I got.
All right. Robin, I certainly do appreciate you taking the time. That was good information to know on the lumber market. And I know that's been impacted greatly by our interest rates here over the last couple of days or last couple of weeks. And still clearly some of the consolidation that we've seen in the sawmills there. So Robin, again, I certainly do appreciate you taking the time. We're going to take a real quick commercial break. We'll come back and we'll talk cattle.